Hey there, ignore the hair. I just got out of the shower. Today is, look what I'm wearing today. Because I'm working with some rutabaga. That's all I need in life. I need Jesus, Judy, and rutabaga. I know Judy ain't on there, but y'all know I need Judy in my life. Anyway, so we're going to be making our Begga Cakes for our trip. So, I know I'm going to make them the same, but I'm going to show y'all anyway, because, you know, we'll talk as I do stuff, and so, yeah. So, let's make our Begga Cakes for our family trip. Hi, this is Terry. I've lost 180 pounds with a combination of keto, carnivore, and counting calories. I started my journey in August of 2019 and reached my goal in November of 2022. Now that I've reached my goal, I'm focusing on my health, both physical and mental. Thank you for watching. To get these started, I'm going to turn on my skillet. And I bought one of these little things on the Amazon. This is avocado oil. And I don't spray it over it. I just kind of zoop, zoop. And there you go. So I'll spray it. And I need to bring this over and this over. Now let's go back to the other side. And we'll get this going. So this is that Crave All Day seasoning. And recently I just kind of topped it off with a little of this. So the Crave All Day is it's nutritional yeast with some garlic and I think some garlic and something. But anyway, I'm just kind of adding to mine. Oh, that wasn't smart. Hey, let's try it this way. Hold on. Hold it. All right, let's go this route. Let's put some in here. This might be a better idea. It smells like nacho cheese. All right, so we'll put some of that in there. That'll be plenty. And look, I ain't saying ratios because I don't even know. But hang on, I'm gonna do this number. Yes, I did just do it. So now I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder, and I'm going to add a little onion powder. There's some garlic powder and some onion powder. Now, and not salt. Notice I didn't say salt. So now I'm going to put this on there. And we're going to give it a shake. Oh, wait a minute. Make sure it's closed good. Shake, Sonora. Shake it all the day. So you can make your own Crave if you have nutritional yeast, or you can buy it. They really do a good job with making it. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's got a little savory, garlicky, oniony flavor. All right. So now we got to get our bowls. I always keep 2 bowls going because it's faster. 2 bowls and 1 spatula. Now, first thing I do is I'm going to crack 3 eggs into each bowl, okay? I think we're making 6. All right, hold on. So let's crack them in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, after this, I wash my hands. Hang on. Now, from here, I put it on my scale. Now, listen, if you are not as obsessed about making things even and the same, then you don't have to use a scale, okay? You do what works for you, and you can even use different kinds of vegetables. I've got some of you all who said that you use some of y'all use zucchini. Some of you have used cauliflower. So, but I prefer rutabaga. It just has a good sweet. It's got a different flavor. I use about 1 cup. not exact, so, those eggs didn't weigh the same. These eggs are 30 grams more than the other 3 eggs. That's kind of funny. I find random things funny, y'all. Come on. Alright, so from here, now I'll just set this aside. We've got these 2 ready. And we're going to add in some of our nutritional yeast here. Doesn't come out very good from the, I got the big holes open, and usually I open up the big thing, but I don't want the big thing open. Okay, so we got those. Now I did this the other day and it was good. This is that tomato and chicken bouillon. I had too much added to it whenever I did it last time, so I'm trying to be a little less, use a little less. And this is some chicken bouillon, so this is just going to give it I'm doing a savory flavor. So you could change it and add in sweet flavors. You could probably add in cinnamon. Who knows what you could add. Anyway, and then I'm going to take my little dealie and I'll stir it up here. Just give it a good stir because you want it all to be mixed as well as possible. And I should say, I never get it stirred good enough to where there's not white in my Beggas. Because I always have like chunks of egg white in there, which, you know, doesn't bother me. But if you're a texture person, I always try to warn you guys about things like that. It's not that I'm, you know, making fun of somebody who's a texture person or anything. I just like to share because I know I've got coworkers and friends in my personal life and they're texture people. And so if I was a texture person, I would want to know about things. So, yeah. And notice we're not adding salt because we added all the bouillon and so we don't need salt. So I kind of made a change to how I was doing it last time, and I'll show you that too. It's the same recipe, just a change to the method. So I'll show you that in just a second. Alright, now we're going to move over to my cooking station. Okay, from here I will just take one and pour it in. You may find, because I do find, that you'll have an area that has less Begga and more liquid, and that's okay for me. So now I take it like that. I just kind of, you know, swirl it around a little bit, and then I cover it for a timer. 1, 2, 3. I do it for 4 minutes at least. Sometimes, and there's no rhyme or reason, maybe it's how incorporated the rutabaga is with the eggs, but sometimes it'll take, I have to do an extra additional minute. An extra additional. Did you get that? Look at me being all fancy. Extra additional. Sometimes I have to do 5 minutes. So, but I don't know until that 4-minute timer goes off. And it's not even just at the beginning or end. It's a lot of times in the middle. So, all right. So now we got that going. So we'll be back in 4 minutes on that part. Now over here on this side, I got the eggs and stuff up there. But right here is where we're going to set up our cooling station. We have our preparing station down there. We have the cooking station over there. And we have here is the cooling station. So I have 3 of these set up. And when they come out, we'll set them on here to cool. So, alright, I'll see you whenever the timer goes off. Okay, it's been 4 minutes. And this is, see how I wiggle it and it's wiggly on the top? That's how I know it's not done. I don't want it to be wet on the top. So now we're going to do it for 1 more minute. So this is a case that you're getting to see. Let me make sure you can really see it. Hang on. I'll get it close. See that jiggly on the top? It's just not done. It's just still wet up there. So now, like I said, now I'm going to cover it. Hang on, let me turn. Oh, Oh, Terry. Okay, I'll see you in one more minute, and then we'll take a look. Okay, and just to kind of keep the process moving, I use one, and then I go on, and after it's empty, I put more in there. So I just kind of keep that continue. I keep two going. Just makes it go a little faster. So now this is what I've been doing. I'll lay it in here and flip it over. And then I don't dirty up a paper plate. Now, and also what I've been doing is I leave the lid off. And then I'm going to do another 4 minutes on that side. So I'll be right back in 4 minutes. Okay, it's been 4 minutes, and now we're going to come over to the cooling station. This is how I've been doing it. Just kind of flipping it over in my hand and laying it there. And now it cools. So we're going to fill this thing up, y'all. So let's go back over here. I don't usually spray except like every other one. So now we'll do it again. And then I'll show you me making another one in this bowl. So give me just a second here. Just kind of zhugga, make it out. And we're going to make another one, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's come over and make this other one. Come on. So what I want to say too is that, these are so portable. And if you're a carnivore, then for heaven's sakes, don't put any vegetable in there. And if you're keto, and like I said, this one's too many carbs, again, don't put anything in there. Heck, you could put some ground beef in there. You could put some ground pork in there. The whole point of it is that you're making something ahead of time that you can take to work, and it's portable, and you can do, that you can either add stuff to or not add stuff to, and it's so handy to just pick it up. Like I like cheese on mine, so it's handy to smack that cheese on there, fold it in half, and just eat. And so then you've kind of got it all, all in one thing. And listen, this is no different than if you make the egg muffins. I've been doing this since 2019, y'all. Not this, but I've been doing my eating since 2019. I've done egg casserole. I've done egg muffins. I've done baby meatloaf, baby meat muffins. I've done so many things. So this is just one more thing, another thing, same thing, just different, just a different execution. You know what I mean? So I'm all about whatever's going to be easy to grab and take with me in the mornings. And then, like I said, then when I get it, I go on and put some cheese on it. So that was my nutritional yeast combo. And this is some chicken bouillon. And some tomato and chicken bouillon. Gives it a fun color and just a different savory flavor. And if you don't have that, that's all right. You ain't missing out on nothing. You ain't missing out on nothing. Don't you worry yourself none if you don't have the same seasonings I have. Yours is going to taste really good. I guarantee. I guarantee yours will taste good however you make it. Whether you use veggies or meat, or you can put some cheese in there. But thing is, in order to eat it this way, you really should do something that's on the drier side. So like the 90% ground beef, or top it with cheese later, like after it's cooked, because I say that because, I want it, because I don't want to have to use a fork with it. Now, I'm not saying I can't. I have, and I would, but that's not, in the past I have, that's just not the current thing I'm going for right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going for something I can pick up and eat at work. But if you use dry ingredients, you're going to be able to pick it up. But if you use something that's too fatty, or something that's too wet, like when I used the zucchini, it tasted really good, but I did not have enough, or I did not let it sit out on paper towels long enough. I didn't wring out the liquid very long. So Anyway, that's just some things that I've learned along the way is, whatever vegetable you use, if you use a vegetable, make sure it's dry. Whatever meat you use, make sure it's dry. And in 18 seconds, we got to go back to over here. So come on, let's go. Okay, let's see. Ooh, yeah, that top looks really good. And to be honest, I just kind of shake it in there. I just kind of do that until it slides around. And I plop it up there and I plop it in there. And 4 more minutes. I've been doing it longer because I've been enjoying the other side to be, it's not quite as brown as this side, but almost. So I've been enjoying that. So, all right, I'll see you in 4 minutes and so you can see the full process on a couple of them. Okay, it's done. So let's migrate over to the cooling station. Don't worry. Quality assurance is on patrol. There's Callie over there, but come on, let's come over here. Oh, all right. So what I've been doing lately, I just flip it over and let it sit. And there we go. So now that's 2 of them. So now I've got more to cook, but that's how I'm doing them. So I'll catch up to you when I'm all done, okay? Actually, I lied. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple sprays in here because I like to do it after about 2 of them. Like every other one, then I'll spray it just to kind of keep the non-stick intact. So, and I just kind of swirl it around. I got you that far, so I might as well let you see this part. All right, and then I'll cover it for 4 minutes. All right, so now I'm going to keep going, and I'll show you when they're all done. Except something I do want to say. I always got something extra to say. I planned on making 6, but I kind of think I had enough rutabaga to make 7. I'm not sure. So however much rutabaga there is how many I'm going to make. I got more eggs in the refrigerator, so if I need to make 7 or 8, that's how many I'm going to make. So and I'm going to make enough for the rutabaga. As much uses up all the rutabaga. Hey, so really quick, I've had people ask me, do I add anything to them to make them fluff up? The answer is no. I think it's this kind of skillet I have. See, it's smaller on the base and wider at the top. Not that part matters, but it's not a super wide skillet. If I can remember, I'll try to measure. Oh, hey, let's come over and measure one. Hang on. All right. Yes, I know I'm using a measuring tape. So the base of my skillet is like, if you see that, 7.5 inches. So I think that's probably why they're thick. The base of my other skillet is definitely bigger than that. So that's why. So 7.5 inches. And again, 3 eggs. But I don't add anything to make them fluff up. Look at that drawer. How you like that for a junk drawer? Most chaotic thing ever. My mom would have a panic attack. Close your eyes, Judith. Close your eyes. Anyway, so, and you can also tell on the bottom of them, they're kind of, it's hard to see, but they're kind of rounded because the bottom of it is kind of U-shaped. But anyway, yeah, so it's 7.5 inches, so that might be why mine are thicker if you're having a bigger skillet. So I want to show you all in this video how I use them because when they're done, I'll show you how I store them. But you'll see I store them in a paper towel. And so this is kind of how I do it. I pull it out. It's mashed up, but that's all right. And something I've started doing, like when I make a bunch of them, about halfway through the week, so today's Wednesday, today's Thursday, I have one more. But what I've often done is gone through and pulled out the old paper towel and put a new paper towel on them. So then that way it's fresh and it continues to absorb the moisture that's in the Ziploc bag. For the trip, I won't have to do that. But this is 1 wedge of Laughing Cow cheese. I use the light cheese. It has less calories. And then I take a spoon, because it's easier to spread, and I just spread it on half of it. Now, I have added to this, I've added everything bagel seasoning, just to kind of give it that bagel vibe. I've added, I don't know, I think that's really the only seasoning I've really added. But you do whatever seasoning you like on your breakfast. Give me just a second because that's the last one. While you're here, you might as well see me do the last one. I accidentally left it in there too long. I was in the restroom. And so there's all 7 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so I ended up with 7, which is fine. So I've done that before. And these I have found they do freeze. They freeze fine. However, the texture changes and they get soggy. So if you don't like things that taste soggy, don't put them in the freezer. I can eat it with a fork. I did that the other day. I ate it with the fork, and I held it too. But like I said, it just, like anything, you put in the freezer and the moisture in it gets, sits in there. And even with the paper towel, and then when you defrost it, I changed the paper towel, but it was still, I was able to squeeze it and water dripped out of it. So you do it how you want to do it. But anyway, there's the 7. And we'll get them all, we got to let them cool before we do anything else. But I'm hungry, so let's get back to over here with this one. So with this one, then what I do is I put that on there. And again, if you want bagel, everything but the bagel seasoning or whatever you want, and here you go. This is it. And this is why I say it's very, very transportable. It's like this. And I can eat it. I can take it in the car with me. I can take it wherever. And Sunday mornings on my way to church, I'll put it in a container along with some tomatoes. And that's how I make that's how I mass produce my Begga Cakes. And now going on the family trip, I'll be able to have those every morning. And while other people are wondering what they're going to make for breakfast or, whether they're eating a bowl of cereal, whatever, I will have something that I know I eat every single day. And I'll continue to have my breakfast. Let me get you the macros for these. I'll put those in there so that way you can know the macros for them. Guys, rutabaga is higher carb, okay? It is higher carb. So, option for rutabaga again is cauliflower, zucchini, nothing. You don't have to put rutabaga in there. I need to make one like that. That's what I should do one of these days so I can kind of show y'all how that looks. But anyway, and so, you do what you want to do, what fits your macros. Please don't just because I like rutabaga and Jesus doesn't mean you have to like the rutabaga, and you don't have to like the Jesus, but Jesus loves you. So anyway, so that's how I eat them, and but we'll package these up when they're cool. Okay, all right, bye. Okay, so they have cooled down, and I'm gonna start with this side because these are the most cool. I'm just using these sandwich bags. If I use a bigger bag, they do not get quite as smushed. But let me show you the process for that. So I have paper towels and Ziploc bags. I take it, I fold it in half, and then I fold it in half again. Take a paper towel. I use the little selector size. And then I put it like that. I do that. And then I put it in a Ziploc bag. Now if I use, these are the little sandwich sizes. If I use the next size up, then they would not be quite as smushed, but I'm not too worried about it. So again, fold it in half, paper towel, and zippy lock bag. So you guys, that's how I make them. And I will I'll have to think about it. I'm gonna do this out loud, okay, instead of thinking in my head. So I have one for tomorrow, which is Friday, before we leave. So I want to take one for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So I'll take an extra one. We leave Friday, but I'll take an extra one, so I'll eat one Friday morning. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'll take 4 with me. So then what I'm thinking is I will need some, at least one of them. Well, I don't need it, but it'd be good if I had it, you know, out in the refrigerator. So whenever I got home on, well, like I said, Tuesday morning I should be home. So maybe I won't take one for Friday or for Tuesday. Maybe I'll just take one for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Because I don't want to take a bunch of stuff that I'm just going to have to turn around and bring home. I might still have to bring stuff home. But I will put maybe one or two in the refrigerator or in the freezer. I'll have to figure that out. But I'll have to see about the day. I can't think and talk at the same time. Hang on, let me finish this and then we'll figure it out. Okay, I just want to show you how they look in the inside. I mean, it's just egg. So somebody had mentioned that they kind of taste eggy. Yes, for me, they do taste eggy. But that's where that rutabaga adds another layer of flavor. And so it's not just an egg cake. You know what I mean? So by adding the rutabaga, or if you add meat, or if you add whatever you add to it, it's just going to add another layer of flavor. So it's not just an egg. But anyway, all right, let me finish these and then we'll think. And as far as the grates go, I don't wash them every time, but I do every few times. I mean, I know they're not like dirty, but there is moisture, you know, so there's eggs involved and the rutabaga has moisture too. So even though they're freshly cooked, there is still moisture in them. And so, I'll put my apple on the bleach. So there's still moisture in them. So, you know, you don't want to, it is going to land on the grates. So, all right, now let's talk. We gotta think out loud now, y'all. All right, so if I have one for Friday, that's the morning I leave. So I'll take one for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We come back we'll be back for Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning, and I'll put two in the freezer. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. So that'll be, these 5 will still be out. So in the end, that's gonna be, hang on. Tomorrow's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's 6 days away. I think it'll be fine in the refrigerator. I think that's what I did last time. So I'm going to pop these 2 in the freezer. So come in a minute. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Some Thursday and Friday, I'll have these already. So Thursday is 4th of July. And Friday, I go back to work. So Friday morning, I won't be like, dude, how are you going to leave me out? So I've got enough till through. So then Friday morning, Terry that has to go back to work will have a Begga cake. I'll just have to remember to pull it out of the freezer. But anyway, so that's how I make them, you guys. And so, like I said, typically I make them on Saturday. And I make one for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. So I make at least 6. And then like about Tuesday or Wednesday, I go through and I change out the paper towel. So that way there's a fresh, dry paper towel to continue to reabsorb any moisture. And there you go. That is how I make my Begga cakes. And that's what I'm going to be taking on my trip.